welcome to a new season of Fired Up, the weekly recap where we cover all things Carthage Athletics. I'm Justin Corrigan, and today's episode is for Tuesday, September 2nd, 2025. Labor Day weekend is come and gone, and that means 6 Carthage Athletics programs have kicked off their season. Let's get right into it, starting with women's golf. The Firebirds hosted the Ives Grove Firebird Women's Fall Classic on Friday and Saturday at the Ives Grove Golf Course in Sturtevant, Wisconsin. The squad split into 2 teams, Team Red and Team Black. The Firebirds came away with a 3rd place finish from Team Red and a 12th place finish from Team Black out of a field of 18 teams. Individually, Lexi Manteufel placed 2nd overall, coming just shy of a win on a tiebreaker loss with a 2-round score of 149, shooting 77 and 72 on each of the days. Head coach Bill Buss said Lexi's ball striking is the best I have seen out of anybody at this level. That is some high praise early in the season. Lexi's performance made her the inaugural Jersey Mike Subs Women's Student Athlete Firebird of the Week. Jersey Mike Subs is a proud partner of Carthage Athletics and is located at 3625 Market Lane in Kenosha. Visit them today or go to jerseymikes.com. Next up, the Firebirds will travel to Waverly, Iowa, as they will compete next Saturday and Sunday at the Wartburg Invite at the Prairie Links Golf and Events Center. Moving over to men's golf, the Firebirds opened the season at the Edgewood Fall Classic in Janesville, Wisconsin. The team also split into 2 squads, Red and Black. Team Red finishing 6th overall, and Team Black taking 7th place in the field. For Team Red, Nick Berry and James Traskell led the way, each shooting a 2-round score of 148, while on Team Black, Ethan Frash shot 148 as well. Frash opened the season with a first-round score of 78 and followed up on day 2 with an impressive score of 70. Frash is the inaugural Jersey Mike Subs Men's Student Athlete Firebird of the Week. Once again, visit Jersey Mike's in Kenosha. The Firebirds return to action next week on September 8th and 9th as they will host the Firebird Fall Invite that will take place at both Ives Grove Golf Course and Strawberry Creek. Let's kick things over to women's soccer as they kick off the Chelsea Davis era, Davis taking over this season as head coach of the Firebirds. The team kicked off their season with a pair of matches in Minnesota, starting things off Friday night in St. Paul against McAllister. McAllister came away with the 1-0 victory over the Firebirds, coming off a 60th minute goal from Georgia Lewin Mills. Carthage goalkeeper Ainsley Stallworth 2 saves on the night, allowing the lone goal, and the Firebirds were outshot 9-5 on the night, but put more shots on goal than McAllister, leading that stat category 4-3. Second game of the season came on Sunday against Carleton in Northfield, Minnesota. Carleton, a very impressive team, one of the best in the country, came away with a 5-1 victory over the Firebirds. The Firebirds kept things interesting early, taking the lead with the first goal of the season was Eve Hockerman, scoring in the 10th minute when a corner kick from Ruby Hilligas that got sent into the box by Bella Fusco found the head of Hockerman, who found the back of the net to take the lead early. The Knights went on to tie it in the 26th minute with a goal from Lauren Caldwell, and then went on a 4-0 run in the second half to seal the victory. The Firebirds return to action this week on Wednesday as they travel to Concordia, Chicago for a match at 1 p.m. in River Forest, Illinois. The Firebirds will then make their home opener as they host the Battle on the Border. There will be 4 games over 2 days at Art Keller Field. The Firebirds playing in 2 of them, both at noon on Saturday and Sunday. They will take on the Falcons of Concordia, Wisconsin at noon on Saturday, and they will take on Bethel once again at noon at Art Keller Field. A couple neutral site games between Bethel and Kalamazoo, and Concordia, Wisconsin and Kalamazoo will round out the weekend. Over to men's soccer, they opened the season at Marion on Friday night, finishing in a scoreless draw. Aaron Tay, the goalkeeper for the Firebirds, registered 3 saves, while Dominic Gadolinsky put 4 shots towards the net, 2 of them being on goal. On Sunday, the Firebirds made their home opener on the men's side, hosting UW-Platteville at Art Keller Field. That was a 1-0 loss for the Firebirds with a 5th minute goal from Alistair Dawson to put the Pioneers ahead, and they would hold that lead the rest of the way. Firebirds were outshot 22-8, but an impressive day defensively from goalkeeper Aaron Tay, who made 6 saves. After the game, head coach Paul Lee said, "It was a great game of soccer at our killer field tonight. UW-Platteville is a strong, well-organized team, and you can see why they are ranked so highly. We may have given them too much respect in the first half, but I was very pleased with our response to going down a goal. We showed we can compete against the best teams in the country, but we must be able to do it for the full 90 minutes. And for the most part, they did, despite the one goal early. The Firebirds return to action on Friday, September 5th in De Pere, Wisconsin, as they will face off against Gustavus Adolphus in a neutral site game at 2:30. They will then return on Sunday in De Pere to play against the host school, St. Norbert. Once again, that game at 3:30 p.m. Women's tennis opened the season at the Warhawk Invitational in Whitewater, Wisconsin. The team tied for 5th overall with Wisconsin-Eau Claire, finishing with 20 team points. Xingchen Lu led the way with a second-place finish in number 1 singles bracket, going 2-1 on the weekend and scoring 7 points for the team. That was a team high for an individual. Bella Rizzo and Raya Ariozola each scored 4 points in their respective singles brackets. The Firebirds kick off conference play on Sunday as they host the Pioneers of Carroll University at 4 p.m. at Smed's Tennis Center. And the final team to get things started this weekend was women's volleyball. They had a 4-game tournament down in St. Louis at the WashU Invite. The final team to get their season started this weekend was women's volleyball. They had a 4-game tournament in St. Louis, Missouri at WashU. They opened things up on Friday with a 5-set victory over Willamette. Kristina Manojlovic led the team with 20 kills. Cassidy Stahl registered 3 service aces, and Jenna Damon came away with 16 digs. They closed out the evening with a 3-1 win over Bluffton, going 25-12, 25-12, dropping set 3 and then taking set 4, 25-21. Manojlovic again, 16 kills leading the way. Stahl leading the way from the service line with 4 aces, and Damon once again 16 digs defensively. The Firebirds return to action on Saturday with another match against Loris, where they took another 3-1 victory, this time 25-11 in set 1, dropped set 2, then took sets 3 and 4, 25-20 and 25-16 respectively. Manojlovic continued to shine, another 20 kills. Jenna Damon, 3 aces at the service line and another 18 digs, dominating defensively. Then the final match of the weekend came against the host, number 11, WashU, in the ABCA preseason poll. That went a 5-setter that the Firebirds could not pull out, slightly running out of gas after coming just shy of taking the upset on the road. Manojlovic, again, 24 kills, 2 aces, leading the offense the entire weekend. Damon, 22 digs, controlling the back line. Great start for the Firebirds this weekend. They are up next at Lake Forest for the Lake Forest tournament next Saturday, where they will face Lake Forest at 10 a.m. and Aurora at 12 p.m. That concludes things for this week's episode of Fired Up, the weekly recap, where you can catch up on all things Carthage Athletics. Be sure to follow us on social media at Carthage Athletics or visit gocarthage.com.